Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the Soul Tribe, guys. Let's tap right in. Grab your tea, grab your tree, grab your drink, do whatever you need to do to get comfortable, because me, Tasha, is gonna spill the tea, straight no chaser, no sugarcoating bullshit. It is what it is, guys. So cheers. I hope you've had a beautiful couple of days. It feels like I'm taking a vacation before my vacation. My body's saying chill, so I'm chilling. I hope you guys are chilling, guys, because this whole transit has really, made a mess of things, but it's also to just clean it up. So sometimes we have to take a step back, evaluate, and see where we are, where we're going, and plan. Okay, it's very important to plan, guys. So if you plan on being very active, maybe you should take a break for a little while, or maybe you have been very active and now it's time to take a break. Take it as it resonates, guys, okay? But please put yourself where you belong, past, present, future, timeless, general, collective. You know the drill. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear a Cinderella. Leave it for somebody it does, guys. I'm just the reader. So cheers. Let's tap in. Ancestors, spirit guides of the highest white light, I call you into my beautiful space and I ask for a clear, precise channel message for the beautiful collective that is tuning in to me right now. With the Thoth deck, what is going on, ancestors? Let me clear off the decks a little bit more. And let's tap in. Ancestors, and thank you guys for all the support, the like, comments. I know I have been taking a little bit more time off than I like, but I need to do me before I can help you. So let's see what's going on here. Bottom of the deck, it's the Eight of Pentacles. That's it, guys. All we're doing is turning our talents into professions, staying in our lane, minding our business, drinking our water. Yes, I got 2 drinks. Cheers, guys. Eight of Pentacles. So, what is on my floor? And it is the Nine of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Princess of Swords. There's a lot of people watching you. Turn your talents into a profession. Maybe there's a lot of people who want to work with you or wondering what you got going on when it comes to work. With the Five of Cups, it's like a lot of people are in regret. Maybe they tried to put you in this woe is me kind of energy, of the Nine of Swords, can't eat, can't sleep, restless nights. I don't know. Maybe somebody's going through that because they're watching you. That's why it's very important not to watch people you don't like, because it's going to hurt you. Don't do things that hurt you, guys. This is self-inflicted pain if somebody's looking at somebody else. Because clearly somebody's minding their business, drinking their water, and doing their own thing. 3:03 on my clock, guys. Very protected, by the way. You may have felt left out. You knew a lot of people were watching you, but it was really, really disappointing that nobody was actually coming forward to talk to you. They were being very cruel to you, okay? But you managed to do something, to work something out. Even if others were working against you to make you feel this way, you were working in your own lane to do something different, okay? And this is why somebody is like, the shoe is on the other foot. That's what it comes down to, guys. Yeah, look, see, the Seven of Cups, because of the illusions. There was a lot of illusions. You seen it for what it was and you walked away. It didn't feel good walking away. But you knew that if you stayed, you'd end up in this situation where you're watching people you don't like and feeling bad because they're doing better than you. Because shit, they probably have more friends. They probably have a good paying job. Of course, a lot of people have a lot more than you. But if you pay attention to them, you will feel bad about where you are. So pay attention to you. Remember where you're going. Remember that it's a different lane. It's a different speed. There's a lot of illusions. You may have a lot of options. That's why a lot of people are in their feelings. They can't eat, they can't sleep because they don't know what the fuck you got going on. And you ain't saying nothing because they're not going to be celebratory anyways. So you continue, keep pushing forward. It's got a lot of people very much in an illusion because you're detached. You're detached. Okay? But the art of detachment. So whomever is feeling in this disappointment and regret, you felt that before and you refuse to feel that way. So you're detaching. Wow. Yeah, the Prince of Discs, the Five of Wands, The Fool and the Four of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. With the Prince of Pentacles. Somebody's coming in, but you had to take your time. Even if you wanted to go fast, even if you wanted to do something right away, you had to wait. You had to wait. You had to be patient. You could have a lot of options, but you're not going to go dibble dabbling on all those options, because the more options you put yourself in, the less of you're going to be able to put into it. You know what I mean? You're just like running yourself thin at this point. Then you can't give your 100 in everything that you do. And you are giving your 100. So you have to take your time. And that's what you're doing. You're taking your time. And because you're taking your time when it comes to these options, these choices, life in general, it's got people like, wow, really? We tried to win at all costs, drag you into our conflicts, and you're still taking leaps of faith with patience and love alone? Of course it's going to have people all up in the panties. You know, they're just trying to hold on to something they can't hold on to. Okay, they're trying to hold on to your stability by trying to defeat you. What? Somebody lied so much that they're like basically walking in your energy, but they can't anymore. Friends, family, acquaintances, lovers, whomever this is from the past, they're very much in a regret for watching you. They know what they did to you. They know how many times they've tried to, distort people's view with their nasty ass opinions, and you still moved forward knowing that you have the tools in your toolbox to take that leap of faith. You can take care of yourself. You just have to have patience. And you're very logical. So the choices you do make are very smart. This is why these people are upset. They can't hold on to you. They may be trying to, but what they're holding on to is an old idea of you, because they don't know who you are anymore. These people juggled you. Now they're juggling. Their mind is racing, because every time they watch you, they're like, you're not where I left you. You're not where I thought you would be, kind of. And you're staying out of the way, minding your business, doing the proper work necessary. Sure, you would love to do more of whatever you're doing, but when the creator, the universe says slow down, we slow down, because we're going to burn ourselves out. So remember that, okay? Pay attention to your body. The Knight of Swords, somebody needs to pay attention to their body, because, oh my God, it's like they're having a panic attack every time they watch you, because you are the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Every time they see you, you're getting some kind of wish fulfillment. Now, maybe you don't ask for much, and that's why you get so much. But a lot of people are disappointed for not, showing you any support or respect, and for actually like trying to assassinate your character and holding on to you in the background. Now they understand why you're holding on to to what you have, and you're not saying very much, because when you did say prematurely what you had going on, or you did get excited and tell people, well, all of a sudden your plans, they ended up not going through. Why? Because the people that you're telling are wishing you ill will. This is why they're so confused, because you know the whole time. This is why you're getting a wish fulfillment. This is why you are seen as wish fulfillment, because you are so fucking intelligent and you don't say much. You know more than what you say, that's for sure. People are watching you. And they're very disappointed, Ace of Cups, because you did have that Ace of Cups. See, these people are in the Five of Cups, so they're on the other side of the fence, because they wanted to Five of Wands, have a high opinion, um, try to jeopardize whatever they wanted to fight with you. And now they're understanding why you get wish fulfillment is because you are love. You're doing this with love. People can have more than you, but if they're not straight, solid, and legit in the heart, then they're gonna feel disappointed, because you're not gonna be around. It's morals, it's integrity, it's dignity, guys, it's ethics. And a lot of people are feeling disappointed because they slept on you, on the love that you had for them. Now they're understanding that who you choose to have in your life is because you trust them. And that's why you don't have very many people around you. You don't trust very many people. Four of Wands, Eight of Swords. You see what I mean? Oh, is this Eight of Wands? Eight of Wands, Four of Wands. It's like you have this ability to see through, to achieve more. You have balance, okay? People wanted to be cruel to you, and you felt that cruelty. You didn't run from it, you didn't drown it, you didn't substitute it or distract yourself from it. You felt it. And that's what allowed you to see your own Four of Wands, your own stability. You are part of the 144K frequency, okay? And you are the messenger. And your messages come with love. And people may not be able to handle what you got to say because, you don't always sugarcoat it. You're straight, okay? You go right for the heart. And you change people. Really do change people with your honesty, your authenticity, that heart. But people want to be cruel to you so that this way it changes who you are. But you never changed. What you did was you detached from the illusion. A lot of people, feel some kind of way about you, good, bad, and everything in between. But what you care about, what you feel about yourself is what matters, and it'll keep you in that mental entrapment. This is why it's very important to stay in your lane and only watch the people who encourage you, who motivate you. Get yourself out of situations and environments and mindsets that make you feel like you're not good enough. Okay? And that's what you're doing. And you're standing in these achievements in yourself, having these premonitions, having this ability to see the foresight. You send messages, help people to get out of a dark place, and you do it with love. People don't exactly understand what you're saying at the moment, but later on down the line, they do their proper necessary work and alignment, and they are able to see themselves, and then they're able to hear the words that you are saying to them. And that we were trying to show them that there is another way, a softer, easier way. But it's not really easy. What's easy is not worth it, guys. You have to do the hard work to get the success. Now, the Six of Pentacles, you are a giver. And you give kindly and not expecting anything in return. That's why people wanted to put an illusion and act like you were the beggar. Like you were giving these people emotional stability and love and security and safety, right? And they were giving you illusion. You didn't know if these people really cared about you. You never had to tell these people how to be a friend. I mean, they never had to tell you how to be a friend, but you had to tell these people how to be a friend, how to be a boyfriend, how to be a mother, a father, an auntie. Like these people, they're just very much in this very shallow energy. They can pretend like they're deep. They take your words and pretend that they go deep and help people. But if you jump into that water, you're going to break your ankles because that shit is really shallow. They don't even know what they're saying. This is the illusion. This is why we have to be careful on the company we keep, because not all of them have the best interests for us. They clearly know what we bring to the table, but they want to take that and call it for their own. Now, a lot of people know you have options, but a lot of people also know that you're a giver and you're not a taker. And yes, takers sleep. Takers eat better, but givers sleep better. So it is what it is. You're not up all night. These takers are though. Okay. Six of Pentacles. Whatever you've been giving or banking in the universe, it's coming in, guys. Okay, there could be 6 years back payment that you're getting. Take it as it resonates. I don't know, but you're very much detached from the outcome. You've waited long enough for an answer, a reply, income. I don't know what it is, but you've waited like 6 years plus. Like there's a 7-year contract that has ended. And now all that energy that's coming in is being given to you. 1441 on my clock. It's an emperor. Oh, didn't I just say that? But you had to be patient for this emperor to come in, this opportunity. Now, a lot of people do see you as the emperor, but see you an independent contractor of your own mind. But you need a leader too. Okay, so we need somebody who's going to teach us, guide us, motivate us, encourage us, and we have to be patient. And we have to be patient in order to give this to ourselves. We are, the dandana in this bitch. And somebody knows that. They know that. They're putting respect on your name in the ethers. But now it's time for people to have courage and come into 3D and put respect on your name. Because a lot of people are in the ethers, really, like, that's your legacy, how you have helped people when you weren't even there. Okay, and it's not what they say about you or nothing, but how they feel when they're all by themselves in the dark. Okay, that's your legacy. That's you helping them out the dark. And you don't have to tell people what you do. Like, people don't even know what you do because you don't go around gloating. You're very humble about what you do, who you help, and all this stuff, because it's none of nobody's business between you and source, what you do in the dark. Okay, that's what matters most, what you do when nobody's watching. Now, that is your legacy. So these people, they feel some kind of way, you know, because they're scared, they're intimidated. But then they realize that you're so kind, you're so sweet, but you have this opposite end because you stand guard. You stand protected. If you can protect them, you have to be able to protect yourself. If you can take care of yourself, you can take care of them. The same thing, right? So people are understanding why you're standing in this emperor energy, very bossed up, very regal, very demure. You know what I mean? All put together. You go after what you want. You're a leader. There's a lot of followers, guys. But you yourself also need a leader. And that's okay. You will be submissive to the right one, the one who works to get your favor. This is the Fool, as you were patient enough to take a leap of faith. And that's why people are like, what the fuck? Where the fuck? How the fuck did you do this? You had source. You had 10,000 ancestors behind. Somebody thought you were really all by yourself. You got the Prince of Buffoons. The Prince of Buffoons. I'm so sorry. It's the Prince of Wands, but it says batons. And I said buffoons. All right. So somebody's trying to come in and, be a buffoon. Could be a Leo, Aries, Sag. Doesn't have to be, guys. It's right next to the Emperor. So it's like, wow, there's 3 Aries here right in a row. Somebody's taking a leap of faith and coming towards you guys. Like I just said, it's funny how this just comes out, right? Like I said, somebody is protecting you in the ethers. Like that's your legacy, right? But they haven't really expressed how they truly feel in the 3D. Not to you, maybe to others, but not to you. Now, somebody is getting the courage to take a leap of faith, not knowing where they're going to land and not caring what they're going to leave behind. This is you. You did something different. You said yes to change. And you jumped off that cliff. Got your eyes closed. Don't know where you're going to land. But you know that with the tools in your toolbox, it's going to be a very passionate ride all the way down. And you're going to land on your feet. Okay? You're going to land on your feet. Just go with your heart, whatever drives you. Okay? So somebody is riding to the beat of their own drum. Okay? Not caring about what the external world thinks, the validation, the applause, none of this, because that is not going to make you happy. There is a lot of people fighting because you don't give a about their opinion. You're not asking. You're not asking for approval. You're not. And neither is somebody else, okay? Now, this could be for a job. This could be for a relationship. This could be completely platonic as a friend or somebody wanting to give you some admiration because you have helped them on their journey in the dark. But they didn't have enough courage to tell you that because maybe a lot of people were going up against you, saying a lot of bad things. But then through time, because time shows everything, they see that you have been straight the whole time, never changed, always you. Even when people were fighting with you, you faced that crowd. This ain't this fucking 1600s here, guys. We're allowed to be who we want to be. It's free will. These fucking shady ass characters can be shady while we're allowed to be good people. Get out of here. And that's what you're telling somebody. Get out of your face. And they're having no choice but to get out of your face. And then they're fighting with the other people, the people who clearly talk down on you. Okay, so there's a group of people in the background, people you know and people you don't know, but know you in some kind of way because you have helped them. So clearly they're watching you, okay, or something. Yeah, because you're the messenger. Yeah. You are the princess of discs, okay? It's like you are the apprentice. So you can start all back over again. You can plant those seeds in your own garden, water it, and understand that it'll come back. So it's not what's on you or around you, but what's in you. And people are understanding that. So they're fighting. Instead of fighting with you, they're fighting externally with whomever else was talking shit about you. And you're just sitting easy. It may not have been this fucking easy before, but now you're sitting easy, understanding that you are attracting and doing the necessary work in order to pay it forward eventually. You know, when you get to the top, the best place, you know, is to dig back down and pull somebody else up. Like, what the fuck? Nobody should be staying in the dirt. And this is why I started my channel in the first place, because I seen a lot of my elders dying, hating life. And I seen what it was coming, and I had to do what I had to do, and I changed my life, and I changed the way I seen things and the people that came into my life, so that this way I can be that light for people when they're in that dark, so they can have hope, because I know what that feels like. I know what that is. I know when all that life just drains right out of your body and you look in the mirror and you're like, who am I? I know that feeling. So it's very important to see that sometimes we're just fighting with ourselves. And that's why you're not fighting no more, because you're not fighting with yourself. And you're being a big mirror to show others that were just fighting with themselves. A lot of people are taking a new leap of faith, guys, and it's because of you. Not because you're the greatest, the best, or anything. It's because of that encouragement that you gave them and nobody else did. You know, you were the kind of energy that you didn't care if somebody had or somebody didn't. You were just there for them. And somebody is really fighting in the background because the truth is the truth, and the truth pisses you off, but it sets you free first. Wow, look, this is the judgment in reverse. People would not face themselves with the judgment in reverse, so they judged you. Now they're fighting with themselves as a group, as a whole, as a community, as a family, as, I don't know, as a job. You were very vital to this family, to this group, to society as a whole, but society wanted to shame you, shun you, disrespect you, fucking burn you at the stakes, for fuck's sakes. And it was all false. With the judgment in reverse, it was all for no reason. They're fighting. That's why they're fighting with themselves. This is why you're resting and you are holding on to everything with dear life that you have. People are holding on to you, but they're holding on to an old version of you. And they're judging that old version of you. We all have a past, guys. This is why somebody's feeling hung right now. Because you're not letting up. You're not giving up. You're not bowing down to the injustice. Not this time around. You are standing firm, and you have the power and the authority to do so in your life. Not in anybody else's, guys. We're not dictators in anybody else's lives. We have control in our life. And somebody does not have control of their life. So, of course, they're trying to control you. Control. But you're the magician. You got all the tools in your toolbox, and that's what's fucking annoying somebody, is because look at this. Look at this. You're just juggling all this fucking mess. And you're giving it to the ethers. You're not sending it back. You don't wish nobody harm. And this is why you're able to have shape. Come here, my puppy. I just hear Kitty's beating him up. Now, somebody that needs to stop playing. 24:42 on my clock. I'm telling you, two people, very balanced, coming together, both magicians, meaning you manifest through your heart. And what you create, you give to others, just like my gifts. Guys, this is why I give it to you for free. It's free. It's absolutely free. All you got to do is like and comment. That's it. Or subscribe. That's up to you if you feel my vibes, but it's free. It's completely free. And I don't do personal readings because of the fact my gifts are worth giving away. So I give them away for free. And, I get blessings in return in unexpected ways. See, the moon, because of the divine feminine energy that I hold. Now, a lot of people try to manifest underneath this moon, okay? Try to even do magic underneath the moon to keep you stuck. Now, they are the only ones who are stuck, watching you, crying that it has not affected you in the ways that they thought it would. Because you are, I told you, juggling it. There's one energy coming in, and it's like you don't just have one or two people on you. There's a lot of people on you. This is why it feels like you're very tired you know, and this is why you're going to have to take a break. And you're not going to get all the answers that you seek, but there's something that's coming in. Let's see what that's. Ancestors. Let's get these cards out. Let's see what's going on here with these two decks. The Alice in Wonderland deck and this deck, okay? And we're gonna find out what's going on here. What is this? Abundance. Okay, you got Kelly Ma, the deity, okay? Protecting you. You have all the deities, all the Erethras protecting you because of that divine feminine moon energy, okay? You see through the veil, but you're not going to get all the answers. This is why it's very important to stay in your own lane, mind your business, because when you pay attention to people, you feel some kind of way. And that's what somebody is doing. They're feeling some kind of way because your abundance. Your abundance. Abundance means many different things. Your biggest flex is your peace. And somebody knows they can't fuck with your peace because you've already overcame your own inner demons and you're taking your time, and somebody is definitely coming in to sweep you off your feet, but I don't think you know who this is, or it's a very unexpected visit. Okay, you have future and wealth and plenty in your favor, and that's why a lot of people are trying to stop you, and you're not going to really understand why because it doesn't make any sense. You wouldn't do it to them, but they're watching you. They're watching you because you are abundance. You are the Nine of Cups. Ancestors, what's the Page of Swords with the Nine of Cups? I told you. Every morning, the world awaits you. People are watching you. They know the world awaits you of wish fulfillment. So you're taking it easy, you're resting, you're reading, you're doing your introspection. Look at this. This woman looks like she's underneath water. Oh my God, wouldn't that be cool to go on a vacation and have your room underwater? It's kind of creepy. Kind of creepy. But hey, that could be on the bucket list, underwater, room. Wow. Anyways, somebody knows you're dreaming. Somebody knows that you're going after your dreams. The world awaits you. You can have whatever you want. And people are seeing that. That's why they're disappointed. They feel left out from the kingdom. They're on the other side with the Five of Cups, all dwelling on the woe is me, pity me. I'm the victim. Everybody's a victim. I don't know. Everybody's a victim, I guess. There ain't no fucking victims here, guys. That's the problem. That's why people are feeling disappointed because they can't go where you're going. They can't be where you are because of the love that you have. Five of Cups, Ace of Cups. Five of Cups, Ace of Cups. Ancestors, the voyage. I told you. They can't go where you're going. They can't be where you're being. It says, you already have all the answers. People need to start looking inside instead of looking externally, because when they look for external answers, like, you ask people for approval, they're always going to never agree with you. They're always going to make you change your mind. So you got to do what your heart truly wants. That's why somebody is in a mental entrapment, because they were very cruel with you with the Nine of Swords. What did you do? You flipped the fucking script, became the messenger, and sent a message right to their fucking heart. Shot to the heart. Yep, 541, because you are overachiever. And the shit you're achieving is in the spiritual realm. Not here in the 5D. That's what's fucking everybody up, because they don't know what to hit. It's luckily never needed wings to fly. Never needed wings to fly. The more people are cruel to you, the more ancestors bless you. You took a leap of faith. You didn't need their approval. You did something different and you got the fuck out that tower, guys. I'm telling you. People wanted to keep you in isolation, keep you stuck. No friends, no family, no outlet, no hugs. But look at this. You're the phoenix rising from the ashes, and it does. It has a lot of people mad because you're so detached. You're detached because of your success. You're detached because you know how much you help people. You're detached because you know you love until you can't love no more. You're never ever gonna let somebody make you feel stupid for loving ever again. You're never gonna do that. You're the phoenix rising from the ashes. You studied, you did the work. And it says, how's that for a happily ever after? That's why people are upset, because they're in confusion. They don't know what you got going on, and they know you have a lot of options, but they also know that you're very social selective. You're very picky. Very, very picky. And that's why you're patiently waiting for what's yours, because you already rise from the ashes. You already rise from the fires of what people left in you in. And this emperor is very patient. They see you as a star. Now, like I said earlier, right? Two people coming together in the same caliber of energy, a star and a star, to be able to study. Somebody is tapped into their Akashic records, and so are you. So imagine how much you can help on a global scale. And that's what people have been trying to stop for a very long time. But this emperor knows what you bring to the table and knows that you're very patient. So they are too. They're going to be patient and patiently wait for you. Okay, it's going to be on your time. But the ball is in your court. But somebody needs to at least have the courage to tell you how they feel. Okay, star says you can manifest your every wish. You can, as long as for the greater good of all, and that you're not being selfish or shallow. You're not pretending. You gotta be authentic. You can't wish people bad, because that shit's gonna ricochet back and hit you right where it fucking hurts the most. So be mindful, guys, because something is being hit, ricocheted back, and it's hitting somebody where it hurts the most. Whether it's in their bank account, I told you it's right in their heart. Boom! Shot right to their heart. Oh my God. Anyways, you're taking a leap of faith and somebody else is. But they're being a buffoon. It says baton, but I'm telling you, they're being a little bit of buffoon. Look at this. And it's because you are the truth. And you made the change. So somebody may be making a change. People are calling them a buffoon because they've never seen them act this way. Maybe people never seen you act this way. So they says, oh, well, it can't be real. Like, somebody really undermined your healing. Oh, I bet you they regret that now, right? It is what it is, guys. You took the sword and you cut the chains. It is what it is. You made the change. You made the difference. You were able to move forward and dance to the beat of your own motherfucking drum, not asking for approval, knowing that with your eyes closed, you're going to land where you need to land, where the creator, the universe wants you to go. Sometimes we have to give it up. What we were doing before wasn't working. So maybe we have to give it to a higher power. Make sure that we're not being selfish about our choices. Now, a lot of people are fighting in the background because they can't fight with you. Why can't they fight with you? Because whatever they were fighting with you for is bullshit. It was a lie in the first fucking place, so you ain't even stressing. You ain't got nothing to prove. You know the truth always vibrates higher. Look, see? These people, they wanted to tear down your motherfucking castle. What does it say? It says, it's time for healing, not war. People wanted to go to war with you. Or nothing. The judgment is in reverse. They just didn't want to face their self. They didn't the ugly fucking truth of a reality. Well, you spoke the truth. And you said something that cut real deep. Real deep for somebody. And now they're looking around and realizing the rubble that they're living in is because of their self, their choices. We have choices, guys, and we can get out of this situation if we choose, but we have to have enough courage to say, we can do this. We don't deserve this. We don't belong here anymore. I want to see the life back in my motherfucking life. But because people don't want to do their own work and need people, they want to fuck with you because you're the chosen one. You don't want to be chosen. Never. Not by no man, not by no woman, not by no job, not by no family. None. You are chosen by a most high. Something, your anointment. You don't need to be chosen here on earth. You are already chosen. And this is why people want to crumble everything that you have, because they know that you will rebuild. Because you just are that person. You have that energy in you, and time again, it has proven. Because of what you choose to give to others. You give more to others and have less than others. You see what I mean? And they still judge you. They still criticize you. And this is why your force is in check. Well, theirs is crumbling and they're looking like, maybe I should change my perspective a little bit. Yeah, you think? You think? Because listen, you're the lioness. Okay? You earned your motherfucking stripes, and these people know it. You stood in your position, you stand 10 toes down, you said what you said, and you meant what you said, and you mean nothing to hurt people. You only want the best for people. People need to wake up. And yes, you can have whatever you want. The thing is you don't ask for much. And that's why when you ask for one flower, you get a dozen. You see? Stop being so selfish. And understand that the only way to get things is to be kind to others. It says you've earned all your stripes. Be proud of yourself. You held on to something, to your soul, as everybody else was trying to rip and tear and at it. You were just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you trying to destroy me? And you said, you know what? I need some help. And because I'm not going to get no help in the 3D, I'm going to ask for help from the higher ups. And the higher ups stepped right in because they hear you, because of the legacy you carry. It's never about money, guys. I told you. Your legacy lies in the hearts of many. Worldly. Bottom of the deck. And that's why a lot of people are very fucking nostalgic of you. They're focused on you. They're watching you. They see that every morning the world awaits you. What's going to happen? What are you going to do next? Because you're on this voyage. You know that all the answers lie within you. So you're spreading your wings because you never needed fucking wings to fly. You never needed their approval. You rised like the phoenix and tapped into your own Akashic records, manifesting everything you've ever dreamed of at a limit to make sure that it betters the world. And you're making a change. You're cutting off what no longer serves you, people, places, things, mindsets. And you're letting the tower fall and it's crumbling. And you know it's a time for healing. You know that people are only warring with themselves because that's it. They're trying to war with you because they're warring with themselves, and you refuse. You said what you said. You're not doing it because you hate people. You're just doing it because you're going to say what you need to say so you can sleep easy at the end of the night. That's it. That's all. You do what you need to do because you earned your stripes. You stand in the position of power because you are that person, and nobody can tell you nothing. All they can do is be nostalgic. Remember you. See, this is why people are changing their perspective with their hangman, is because whatever they judged you for before, they're looking up to you now for it. Let's focus on the here and now. That's what you're doing. You're focusing on the here and now. And lavender, I told you, you're making sure that the company you keep, you're surrounding yourself with love. And love alone. It's not love of convenience. It's love, of conditioning. It's real love. You are the lavender. So when people are around you, it motivates them to be better, but then they also feel insecure. So you have to be careful. They know that you have earned your stripes, and there is a soul tribe coming in. People who have went through this tower as well, who have felt like the whole world was against them, trying to rip at their soul, but you still stood firm in your power with full autonomy. And that's why people are feeling nostalgic about you. Let's go down the rabbit hole, guys. The Alice deck. The world awaits you, okay? And people do look at you like for wish fulfillment. But every time they watch you, they feel some kind of way. Shatter the home. Yeah. It's because you are using your time well, and a lot of people are squandering their time. Every moment counts, guys. From the moment you wake up to the moment you put your head down, every moment counts, and people are squandering. A lot of people are trying to distract you, block your throat chakra, block other people's throat chakra, so that this way you won't go on this voyage, or someone won't take a leap of faith and understand that they don't need wings to fly. You don't need people's approval. If you do what you need to do and you're happy in doing it, the world is yours. Guys, the sky is not the limit. Somebody's falling. Are they falling hard? You know why? It's because somebody chose third parties. This is for friends, job, a relationship, family. I don't know. A lot of people chose other people other than you, anybody else other than you. And now they're realizing that everything you gave was from the heart. This is why you're going on a new journey into the unknown. And somebody feels like they're descending into unknown, as you are not scared of the unknown and that change, because change is scary, but change is inevitable. People are fearful of that. Because as they're falling, you have your eyes closed, and it's a passionate fall because you know what you've been through. You know you deserve more. These people know what they did. So they feel some kind of way, but they do deserve more either way. Okay, it's always a projection, guys. So we have to face ourselves and see, why am I hating myself so much that I hate others? You're going on a new journey. A lot of people are, guys, and you gotta, fall. A lot of people falling from grace. Well, there's only one way up after that. So it's being authentic, being in the truth. Somebody's trying to keep up with you guys because, yeah, you never needed wings to fly. Your fourth house is in check. You are the messenger, and it's got a lot of people in their head because they wanted you to be in a mental entrainment, not be able to sleep, eat, constantly thinking about them. I don't know what this is, but they are feeling like you are advancing at a rapid pace, and they are trying to keep up with you, and they can't. They can't. This is why they can't be you. They can't copy you anymore because it's making them look really messy. Really, really, really messy because you're the phoenix. And how's that for a happily ever after? No need to fear. See? You're not scared. You're not scared at all because you remember how powerful you are. This is why a lot of people look up to you guys, especially people from your past. You're the star, and you teach others that it would be a very dark place if you were the only star. So you are like that light, that lantern, that candle that goes and relights other people's lights inside of them. You're not there for a long time, only a brief moment, but that brief moment changes people's lives forever. They may not tell you because of how I don't know, they feel they will look or whatever. But like I said, one day they will, because that legacy, that nostalgic energy, it's like they know you surround yourself with love, and that the only reason why you had them around was because you cared and you never took advantage of them. You're about to meet an emperor who is tapped in. And we're all a little mad here, guys, so there's no reason to judge. It says everybody is a little different. So this emperor is maybe a little bit different. Maybe you would normally not go towards this kind of energy, okay? Well, maybe it's time to branch out, to do a job that you wouldn't usually do. Go on a trip you usually wouldn't go on. I don't know, date people you usually wouldn't date. Whatever this is, guys, you're doing things differently and you're not scared. We're all a little mad here and we're all tapped into some kind of power, and whatever you want, you can have. This is why it's very important to pay attention to that mind and get yourself right. Cut off what no longer serves you, guys, because you have a buffoon wanting to come in. Oh, you have a leader. It was a little bit mad, acting like a buffoon in the background. But people are calling them a buffoon because, yeah, well, they're doing things differently, right? They're leading the way. If somebody sees you as a leader, you're showing others how it's done, and it says you can help others. You have a lot of people cut off what no longer serves them, change the game, do something different. I told you with the Fool and the Page of Buffoons, the Page of Batons meeting the Page of Wands. It's like you got the message, right? The Knight of Wands. It's like you're moving fast at the beat of your own drum, and you're leading people. You're showing them that they too can be passionate about what they do, whether it's art, love, work, whatever you do it 1,000%, 100%. And if you can't give it your 100%, why are you doing it? You're spreading yourself too thin, and you can't be a leader that way. You end up being a follower. You're following people into the ditch. And this is why people understand why you're by yourself, because that castle has hit. You have had to rebuild so many times, but as that apprentice, you can do that. You're okay with that. But you shouldn't always have to start back over again. So this time around, it's going to be more stable. And we all got prizes, guys. These people wanted to fight with you with the Five of Wands and judge you illy. Time for healing, not war. These people need to realize that they're only fighting with themselves, because you could care less. All must have prizes, trying to please everybody. Can't please anybody. Can only please yourself. That's why you got to turn that gaze inwards. Trying to please everybody, you win stupid prizes. I'm telling you, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You earned your stripe, and somebody is realizing that they're gonna have to, rewrite the script. But you ain't playing no script. That's why people need to wake the fuck up. You're not playing by a script. You have rewrote the whole fucking code. And it's your moment. It's your time. You are that lion, lioness. You earned your stripes, and you are prevailing. Persecuting all those who have tried to persecute you. You have this shield of protection, and you're focusing on the here and the now. And what's here and right now is real. So you're staying in the moment. Message for a rabbit. I told you, you are a service to the animal world. It says, who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. Somebody wants to know who you are, because you have really changed. I told you, you're not that same person. People's opinions of you, they can just be that, just an opinion, but you are the messenger. You are like Kalima, so people need to be careful, because as cute and as cuddly and as respectful and generous as you are, you have an opposite to that. So you will bitch smack them like Kalima with all her beautiful hands. Like, people need to be careful. They get whiplash, because it's not just one smack. They get like, what is it called? Like, when an earthquake comes, it's like the aftershock. There's like an aftershock of effect of coming up against you, and somebody's feeling that aftershock. I told you, shot to the. They really wanted to undermine you and act like you weren't who you were, but then realize that they need you for something. Somebody needs you for something. And they put a lot in the dark, especially doing magic on you, or somebody is realizing that you are the leader. And you want a leader in return. You will be submissive to the right one who actually does the work necessary, surrounds you with love. See? Commitment and proposal. This could be for a job, this could be for a relationship, but somebody's using their time well. Every moment counts, guys. There is a commitment coming in. Somebody sees you as wish fulfillment. There's a lot of people watching you, and they know that every morning the world awaits you. Wow. Look, because you healed your heart. You healed from the heartbreak, the trauma, the addictions, the addictive personality and addictive relationships, abusive relationships. And because you did that, you're able to go on a new journey. You are the messenger. You help people to see the truth because you've been there. You've been in the worst possible situations life can give you, but you learned to get yourself out of that. You are the healer of the ages, teaching others that they can heal themselves as well. You have achieved so much in this little time, so keep paying attention to yourself. Never mind what other people are doing because, yeah, they could be going a lot faster than you, but it is what it is, guys. Runner. They're actually running away from themselves. They're going fast, but they're not going anywhere. It's the fear of intimacy, guys. A lot of people are running away from themselves. The turmoil, the insecurities, instead of letting go and facing themselves like you did, they want to run and distract and drown themselves and stuff. And now that's why they're having a hard time to keep up with you because you had the blueprint. You told them exactly what they needed to do, but they wouldn't listen to you because they thought you were full of shit. They really thought your healing was what? Full of shit? I don't know. Anyways, a lot of people are coming in with a proposal. They want to offer you something. A lot of people are in this nostalgic energy because you have helped their soul. And what they were doing was they were running from you because you were helping them. You let go of these people, places, things, and mindsets and rise like the phoenix from the ashes, understanding that we're all a little mad here, but there's nothing to fear. Somebody lost you. They ran away because they didn't know how to love you. These family members or a lover or a group like a colleagues or whatever, they try to cut you off because they felt invisible in your life because you didn't want to socialize with them after work. Perhaps you didn't want to include yourself in the lower vibrational toxic gossip, family gossip, whatever this is, guys. So they wanted to kick you out because they said, oh, you're better than us, you think you're better than us. No, it's because you have no fear, because you are completely aware of how powerful you are. So people wanted to act like there was something wrong with you, like you were running away, like you were running from yourself, like you were the empty one. It's a gaslighting energy, guys, but it's Darvo, okay? It's the definition of Darvo. And you've seen it for what it is. That's why you're sitting in the Emperor energy, guys. People can't control you. And the only people that aren't in your life are the people who try to control you. So they need to go and control themselves. Stop running away from their feelings because they're the ones who are empty and hollow and try to cut you off because you called it out. You called it out. That's it. Now their emperor wants to call you guys because they're reminiscing, got memories. Somebody's heart is locked in for you. It says hearing from you, conversations, talking, unblocking. Maybe you're unblocking somebody. I don't know. But somebody is very patient. They know that you are the star and we're all a little mad. Everyone's a little different. Somebody judged you because of your differences and then realizes they're not so fucking different after all. Somebody feels like there's missing piece. Because you detached from your family, from a job, from a relationship, whatever this is, somebody is feeling like there's a missing piece. And they're locking their heart away. And this is why they can't move forward. They could have a lot of placeholders or, somebody to take your position at work for the time being. I don't know. There's memories here, guys. A lot of people are dwelling, reminiscing on all the good times. It's like when you were around, nobody went without. That's the facts because that's just how powerful you are. And you led the way. And people are remembering that you were the leader and that you didn't mind cutting people off, that you weren't there to make friends, that you were there to live your life happy. successful, making sure that others around you are just as happy and successful. But no, they wanted to judge you. Cupid's arrow strikes, but you had faith. You knew love was going to come in. There was a surprise invitation. You're about to be struck by love. And that's because of all the trauma and tribulation that you had went through. I'm telling you, we all have prizes, right? You played a good game. You played a good game and you got some good prizes coming in. And people are having this wake up call. They're realizing that it's everybody's moment. It's time to change, either transform or get left behind. And so a lot of people are changing their perspective because they're struck by your love. Now, this doesn't have to be a sexual love. It's just the love that you give, right? The support, the guidance, because you're home, your foundation, and you are about to be meeting somebody new. Okay, you're dating, meeting new people, and you earned your stripes. You got a foundation, a strong home life, something that you may not have been raised into. You weren't given. You had to earn this. You had to build this on your own, and you had to continuously keep burning it down, building it back up, and burning it down and building it back up, because clearly the company, it was the company. You had to surround yourself with love, and it couldn't be a shallow love. It had to be a real kind of love, but you had to teach yourself what that real love was first. And you had to find wholeness. You had to have this inner growth. Now you have love, clarity, truth. You are going forward with honor and protection and determination, and people are respecting you because they see you as a single parent, very responsible, very resourceful, very independent, and you always have had healthy choices. Even when you were stuck in the mud, you were still leading. Now you changed the game. You got self-love, self-care, you love life, and life loves you back. You're being much happier by yourself without all the commotions of others, because those others are in competition with you, and they're about to be very much in this shooketh energy. Somebody's shocked. There's a sudden change, guys. Somebody's getting some shocking news. Ding, 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 ding. You transformed, and somebody is being seen for the snake that they are. Very much up in competition with you. Very much your enemy. That enemy could be another woman, could be another man, could be a family member, a coworker, an ex. Take it as it resonates. Somebody else's ex. But that person is definitely looking over their shoulders, because at any time they're going to be struck where it hurts the most, because they try to come for you where it hurt the most, not realizing that time is on your side. You use time well. You allow things to fall. You're keeping up with yourself and yourself only, as these people are trying to keep up with you. You're not scared of shit. You will face it because you face the worst that life has to offer. So you know the best is coming. We're all a little mad here, so we're not judging. And it's time for you to take the lead and allow other people to lead you. We all got prizes for our choices, and guess what? Your prize is good. It's a big wake-up call to a lot of people to do the right thing, because you're whole, you're centered. Wedding bells are ringing to a sacred marriage. No, just kidding. Anyways, you got some kind of partnership, okay? It says a union, marriage, soul contract, everlasting love and devotion. A lot of people are devoted to you guys, and there's an unexpected sudden boom coming in, guys. This is like struck by love. Like, wow, and it's gonna shock a lot of people because you're the muse. Heart of the deck, you're the fucking muse, guys. This new love adores you, but you don't want a fan. You want a teammate. The fuck? Somebody is wondering, who are you? You changed quickly. Who are you? Maybe you're asking somebody else. Who are they? I don't know. Somebody is very inspired by you. Okay? They feel like they have an emotional bond to you. Let's get some juice, guys. Let's get some juice. We haven't grabbed this juice deck in a minute. Ancestors, what's the juice? What's the juice? We got big things coming in, guys. And those big things come with freedom. You're strong. Okay? So don't give up. Somebody wanted you to be a hoe, wanted you to be looked at as a hoe. You got freedom from this whole energy, okay? Because remember, it's always just a projection, okay? So let people say what they want to say. It's fine. You're too blessed to be stressed, and you're making wishes. Somebody wants to play the field. Let them play the field. They want to say that you're playing the field. That's fine. They don't even know. You're making a wish, and the reason why you're getting all your wishes granted is because you're not giving your energy up. The rumors are being shot to shit, guys. And anybody who's trying to spread any rumors are just looking really messy right now because you're blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. Somebody tried to curse you guys, but you broke free from that. And because you broke free from the chains that binded you, the illusions, the disapproval, the external world's validations, you ain't asking for permission. And you don't need their applause. You don't need nothing from them. You're okay. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to get something from somebody so beautiful, so kind, so generous. The world is a big place, guys. So put yourself out there and break free from the illusions. Okay? You're strong enough. You can do this. It may not be easy, but you're the divine feminine. I told you guys. Somebody's not sleeping, but you looks like you're sleeping easy. And they're not sleeping because they're not single. So what happens? It's like because you're single, you're sleeping easy, right? Well, they're not sleeping easy because they're not single. So they're with pick-me's, groupies, wannabes, placeholders, and somebody is wishing of you while they're next to somebody else. Now, this could be for a job, this could be for a family. I told you, everybody's picking everybody else but you because everybody was going up against you. What did you do? You rested as a divine feminine. You got free from these hoes. Now, they don't have to be sexually active hoes, but they are attention whores. You know what I mean? They're a pity party. They want everybody to pick them. That's why you're pure love. You don't want nobody to pick you. You have already been chosen. You don't want anybody else to choose you. And that's shocking to a lot of people that you have a healthier, softer way of doing things. You put the pieces together, you detached, you unlocked your heart. You did. You had your heart locked away for a long time. And somebody ain't sleeping right now because they know that your pure heart, whoever you choose to give it to, I told you, whoever you choose to give this love offer to is gonna adore you. And that's why this group, this mob mentality, they're feeling lonely right now because they try to stop you. They couldn't stop anything. The only thing they stopped was their own blessing. This is karma, guys, because the love offer, it's about having a peace of mind, a friendship that can't be, bought. Come on, guys. You want stuff that you can't pay for. Now, a marriage is bigger than the two of you, okay? Somebody sees you as wifey, could be a water sign. They see you going with the flow, and somebody may be stuck in a relationship, marriage. Maybe somebody married somebody else. And now this husband wants to come in and offer you something because they see you having a pure heart. Somebody was bamboozled, finessed, fugazied. Oh, you made somebody realize to see what a real, true, divine feminine was. Told you, you're the blueprint, the mother of all things. And somebody's very sprung on you because somebody said you were a hoe. No, those people who said you were a hoe are the hoes. You're the real divine feminine. Somebody is waking up. And it's allowing these doors to open, not just for you, because your doors are open. You're making power moves, whether people like it or not. It doesn't matter. You're not asking for applause or approval, I told you. But somebody else was always looking for that applause and approval. Now that they're not, because they're sprung up on you and realizing that you are the real deal, they're going and doing something different. A lot of people are, hence why your legacy is so strong right now. Somebody feels like they missed out on a chance, and you're not sorry. You're not sorry for leaving somebody in the dark. Now, they may be crying, they may come to you in tears, but they're going to have to be a big boy and really do what they say and say what they do. Because at the end of the day, you are who you are, and you may not be proud of everything you've done, but you did what you did. Somebody wanted to be a criminal towards you. They didn't realize that, hey, you were once that. Somebody wanted to sexualize you, criminalize you, act like you ain't shit, never gonna be shit, while the Tower of Truth is hitting and you are resting while people are going through it. Don't judge what you do not know. They would never be able to walk a mile in your footsteps, and they know it. This is why you're resting. You're letting everything fall, opening everybody's motherfucking eyes while you chill. This is why you're feeling a little bit drained, because people are tugging at you, trying to dishonor you. But motherfucker, people are putting that respect on your name. They honor you. They know who you are. They know that pure love. They know what you've been through. They know how many times you have housed people. They're all up in the motherfucking head. Because somebody offered a love offer, a job opportunity, whatever, a family to somebody else. Now they are lost in the sauce, guys. Somebody did some yucky shit to somebody, witchcraft energy, and said that you were a fucking witch. I'm telling you, people fucking really judged you falsely, and it was because somebody was in competition with you. That snake's head's on a motherfucking platter, let me tell you that, and they are nervous. Could be a water sign. Very nervous because they are stuck in their emotions, the emotions they wanted you to be in. Karma's a bitch, I'm telling you, because that relationship was not bigger than the two of them. It was just, maybe you were in a relationship that wasn't bigger than the two of you. I don't know, but whatever that was, it was a lot of PTSD. Somebody is going through PTSD. Maybe somebody gave you PTSD and now they're going through it because they met somebody who was even 10 times worse than them. Yeah, it is what it is. Tower of Truth. See, sex and lust. Yeah, somebody married somebody because of sex and lust. They were manipulated and controlled by drugs and money. Played mind games. Gotta know your circle, guys. Somebody wanted to play you, end up getting played. The player got played. And now there's a husband, a real divine masculine, want to spin the motherfucking block. And somebody from your past has an STD, whether this is a spiritually transmitted demon or a sexually transmitted disease. Whatever it is, it's dirty, and it's because of the company they keep. The last one, look, you are powerful. You're shining, and this husband knows it. And I'm about to offer you something. After seeing that a lot of people have really disrespected you, even slept on you, even chose other people over you, and they're all on freeze. See, they're on drugs, they're stuttering, they can't get their words straight because it was all a lie. It was all a dream. I used to read a magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Yeah, you're doing something new, guys, and that spell work, it just backfired. It just blew up in somebody's motherfucking face. Karma got somebody by the motherfucking balls, right by the throat, because you are somebody's home, and somebody didn't get an upgrade because, well, they didn't treat you very homely, did they? Nah, no, they weren't very supportive. Somebody wants to spin the block. They trust you, but do you trust them? This is why we're all a little mad, guys. So give people the benefit of the doubt, but not if they already fucked you over so many times, because new levels equals new devils, and you're hitting those new devils, guys. You're making them all go on their motherfucking knees, and somebody is really intimidated by you because they're a ho, and you're making dreams come true. Somebody said, "Oh, I can give you everything you want. You can go and, do what you want, and I'll give you." This is a fucking pure definition of pick me. It's pick me, bitch. Oh my God, that's so boring. So fucking boring. Leo. Boring energy, guys. This is the Me Too energy. Yeah. Me Too and out my motherfucking door. Yeah. See, doors are closing for these like immature people. Clearly, are getting returned back to sender as doors are opening for you, and you're too blessed to be stressed, guys. Somebody really wanted to stress you out and put you in isolation, and in that isolation you were able to see the darkness for what it is. You didn't run from it. You didn't run from your feelings. You've seen it. So now when you face yourself, you love what you see. You're committed, and people are really feeling pathetic because your protection is off the chain. Remember, you protect people, of course you're going to be able to get the protection. And you have hope. Okay, somebody wanted to put that hope on the floor. They didn't want you to have any quality of life or to just have friends. They're feeling pathetic for doing this to a fucking star. Could be an Aquarius energy, gang, if you are, but you are standing in your truth and you are making a wish, and that wish is going to be granted because you are the high priestess, self-made, and your ex-friends, ex-family members, ex-lovers, they feel some fucking kind of way. They're feeling pathetic because you are powerful. You're shining all on your own, but that doesn't mean you deserve to be alone. But they have been trying to stop this upgrade from happening, from this true love from coming in, but the game is over. You're yelling checkmate. Empress. You're yelling checkmate, and there is an emperor coming in, boss CEO, independent contractor of their own life, and it's getting all the knocks caught up. Whoever said anything bad about you is shutting the fuck up. Aries. Mouth shut. They only did this because they were jealous. They were in competition of you. Somebody's friends weren't really their friends. They were in competition with them because they seen your pure heart, and they were fucking karmic. This family, this group, whatever, they're karmic, guys. They're fucking jealous of you. And you knew this. These friends, these family members, somebody else's friends, family members, they're all getting caught up, guys. They're all being seen because all the magic is being backfired. You owned what you did. You may not have been, proud of what the fuck you did, but you owned it. And somebody needs to own it too if they want the upgrades. Because they see you as a fucking muse. And paradise, but somebody's been trying to fucking send revenge on you, retaliate against you, plot against you because somebody has never fell out of love for you. Get over it. It's not your fault. It's not your fault somebody never stopped loving. Ancestors, what's the message? What do you want to tell my beautiful collective? And it says, I want to feel that way again. Yeah, somebody definitely wants to feel the way that you made them feel. They can never replace you. They can have a line of people trying to do the same work as you. Can't replace you. Fucking a whole slew of fucking bitches on their roster still never be able to place you. Whole bunch of guys paying for their bills. Doesn't matter. They're still never going to be able to replace you. And somebody lost themselves for a while in this confusion, in this delusion, in this chaos, in this magic, in this revenge. I couldn't let you get close to me. Yeah, somebody knew that you were definitely a seer, a healer, a otherworldly. It says, my life is not altogether as it seems. And because their life wasn't altogether as it seems, they didn't feel good enough for you. They actually felt like, oh, you're too good for us, blah, 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 blah. It's because they were insecure. You weren't fucking judging them. They were judging you. Now look at them. They are definitely lost in the motherfucking sauce. In the bloody sauce, if you know what I mean. And that's why they can't stop thinking about you, because now that fucking magic has backfired and they're realizing that they were stuck somewhere for too long. And now they're realizing why and becoming a better person. So at the end of the day, that's good, right? But they're just mad because they can't be a better person for you. They're going to be a better person for somebody else and you wish them all the best. But they can't have access to you. They can't. Somebody did way too much, okay? So I know I crossed the line with you. See, they did too much with you. They did too much to make you feel like you weren't good enough. And it says secret admirer. Yeah, you got a lot of secret admirers. Says someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Somebody wants to tell you how they feel. You probably care about somebody, but they need to realize that they're a fucking karmic and they listen to other people instead of following love. Love always wins, guys, and you get everything when you go with love. Somebody wants to spin the block because they're going through hell. They think that coming and apologizing to you will loosen the karma for them. They just have to tell the fucking truth. And it's not to you. It's to source. They have to fucking stop lying to themselves. Somebody feels like you're a magnet. They want to come back to you. They're stalking you. A lot of people are friends, family, acquaintances, and I'm telling you, they're in a lot of regret and remorse. They wish they would have listened to their intuition instead of listening to the crowd, because the whole crowd is going through hell. For my beautiful starseed elect ones, chosen ones, divine feminine, divine masculine, look at this. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, and turn your gaze inwards. I told you, out of everything that you went through, you still held your own autonomy. You are very much sovereign. You have this inner authority, this intuition, and you turn your gaze inwards. You're not looking to see what everybody else is doing. It's just going to make you sad, guys. And you know you've been in such a cursed situation with your family, your jobs, your relationships. You had to, spin the block on your motherfucking self and go retrieve that inner child. And now you're protecting her or him. And look, the hexes have been blocked. Somebody can't fucking hex the emperor, empress. Somebody who's very balanced. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're like, out of my face. Out of my face. And ancestors are making sure the shit ain't in your face. So, all paths lead home. It's normal to look for the external world for answers and guidance. It's revolutionary to turn your gaze inwards. You're being called to source your guidance from within, to study the terrains of your own inner landscape, to develop the reliable relationship with your soul. The more time you spend correcting your soul, the deeper the connection will become. The challenge is for empaths is staying connected without cutting off to the world. The best way to do this is to develop a daily practice that helps you to check in, to draw on the wisdom within and let it be the authority of your life. If this card appears, you may be called to develop or switch on your spiritual practice, to get in the habit of turning your gaze within, getting centered for the day before consuming anything from the outside world. Didn't I say that at the beginning of the reading? This is awesome. To start from a feeling of at-homeness and throughout the day to find simple ways to keep coming home. This doesn't mean switching off from the realities of today's world. We need as many conscious people as possible living with their eyes wide open. Rather, it's a call to start your day from a place of connectedness, grace, and devotion. So when you go out into the world and when you let the world in, you don't do it from an unshakable state of being, a state where you draw your strength and authority and guidance from a place deep, deep within. Starseed Soul Inquiry, how are you being called to turn your gaze inwards? You got this authority, guys, and you're showing people that you can. If your will is strong enough, you can. But be careful on what you're wishing on others. Wish them well, guys. I'm telling you, wish them well. Because if not, you're going to be the one who's stuck in this mess like that. Let the tower fall, guys. People, they don't know what they know. I mean, they don't know what they do. They're so programmed. So they don't even realize that they're hurting the people that they love the most. So walk away, guys. Let them admire you from afar. You're doing this alone. It's a singles path, guys. Number one. Okay? It's a single journey, but it doesn't mean that you're always going to be alone. You come into people's life for a brief moment. You help them. They get very nostalgic. They're always going to remember you are hard to forget. Very hard to forget, my beautiful collective, okay? So, release, despair, and emotional retreat. The feeling of despair and loneliness can be overwhelming. No matter how hard you try to release negative emotions, you just can't let them go. This card signifies that there is a time when we have to take time out and reevaluate where we are. Emotions are high and there is a need to take yourself to a quiet place to process all that is going on around you. The water here does not flow and therefore represents a stagnant period. But there is plenty you can do to get the energy flowing again. Do not fret, as this is a time for great reflection for you. See this as a time of releasing all that no longer requires in your life, both physically and emotionally. If you feel you can no longer see the light at the end of the tunnel, just stop and observe the beauty around you, then putting your own needs first, work to create what it is you need right now. That's what you're doing. You're creating what you need right now in this moment. And it's time for a coffee date, guys. Somebody wants to meet you. They want to reminisce. They want to plan. They want to discuss. I don't know, but somebody may be dating multiple people. Okay? Let's hope they're not having sex with multiple people, for fuck's sakes. But you don't have to fuck everybody day. Like, come on, have some self-respect. At the end of the day, it's not your responsibility and it's not your life. So you're not going to judge anybody, but you do what you need to do for you, right? So, hip hop queens, guys. We got the respect. Told you people are putting respect on your name with the Queen Latifah. R-E-S-P. And then you have Change with Eve, and you have Trina with Tenacity. Oh yeah, you got that grit, guys. Miami baby. Okay, and then Eve. Oh, you could have a sugar daddy coming in. No, just kidding. Eve, she married like that billionaire. Like, she ain't never got to worry about nothing. No, she's not a gold digger. She just, she fell in love with a white man, and the white man is billionaire. It is what it is, man. Respect to her for sure. So let's get respect with Queen Latifah right off the bat. There it is. So Queen Latifah. Are you serious? Queen Latifah. Principles, resolved, hard headed, and fight. Says we're told time to time from time we're told time and time again to respect is never given, it's earned. But what happens when you feel like you've given your all and respect was never returned? Do you proceed in spite of your own insecurities, even if you may not be looked upon favorably? Or do you switch it up and up your style and let your body language and posture do the talking? It's a predicament, to say the least. The one you'll have to thread through lightly. Don't come across as too openly overbearing in the pursuit of respect, because the reverse will happen. Think like a queen on this card and hold your chin up and straighten your crown. The rest will fall into place. That's what you're doing. You're straightening your crown and the rest will fall into place, because like Eve, you're the change. Says Eve, transformation, new beginning, travel, movement, and renovations. Says whether you are consistently in a state of flex or have total aversion of the mere thought of change. Eve card suggests it's time to do something new. It's time to reprogram and blow your mind a bit. Move forward with confidence and whatever endeavors you seek out, taking a huge risk or decide to commit to something major. Eve is here to tell you now you are in the moment for making these leaps and bounds. Take a deep breath, jump in, breathe, take a deep breath and jump in. Shake your tambourine while you're at it. I told you you're dancing to the beat of your own drum, and you got a lot of tenacity doing that, guys, with Trina. A lot of tenacity. You got this. You're Miami Fire. You got this. Trina. Okay. Security, resourcefulness, and charm. Says Trina card, and her career can teach us all lessons. Hold firm and steady, and you'll never falter. Practice also makes perfect. So if you're feeling like you're losing your grip on something or someone or something, maybe more work is needed. Often we think we've got it all figured out, giving us a false sense of security. This is until we realize we don't. Of course, that realization can shake anyone to the core. But let this card guide you in the direction of I can, and ways from I can't, away from I can't. It's time to get a grip, literally. Hold on to what you want to achieve and don't let that go. You'll be the best at being the baddest. I told you you're holding on to what's yours, and it says you'll be the best at being the baddest. Got that Miami heat, guys. You're the fire, you're the smoke. Somebody want to come for the smoke, guys. Shit, they just got burned. Is what it is. Somebody's feeling very nostalgic. I love yous. I hope this helps. I hope this gave you some clarity. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and watch this reading from yesterday. The other day. Bye, guys. See ya.